say that I'm very proud to be standing here today in front of all of you. And I myself am a firm believer in the equal role of women in the social and economic development of this country. And this, ladies and gentlemen, cannot be achieved only with token numbers. I'm aware that in the public sector, much effort is invested to ensure that there is diversity at the helm of ministries, and I'm a staunch supporter of this policy. We should bring more and more women to take up leadership roles, not merely because they are women, but because they are competent and capable to take on these responsibilities. Slowly, we are seeing this aspiration being realized, not as a tick-the-box exercise, but because of meaningful contribution by women to the workplace. Research by McKinsey and others have demonstrated that Fortune 500 companies with representation of 3 or more women on their boards significantly outperformed those with low representation. It is evidence-based that the benefits of having women on boards include strengthening of financial performance, better decision-making, enhanced consumer insights, and improved corporate governance. We are assembled here today as we collectively believe in the need of the hour to build the pipeline of talent for women on boards. I know that all of you in this room, by your very presence, you are committed to championing a better gender balance in your respective ministries and sectors which you represent. I'm happy that within the short delay that this program was convened, we've had such a favorable response from permanent secretaries, deputy permanent secretaries, assistant permanent secretaries, and others from various ministries and boards. We would have started the project earlier, but had to delay the first session because of sanitary curfew in the country. I met the chief executive of the FSI before confinement so that we can start an incubator series to help build boardroom talent for women. I think this is the first of its kind to be rolled out for public sector executives. So you are our very first cohort, and I hope that you have enjoyed the experience and that you now feel adequately upskilled and motivated to bring more meaningful debate and decision-making to those boards on which you serve. As you are aware, government has come forward with an arsenal of measures designed to improve diversity in the recruitment, development and retention of talent, particularly in the boardroom. But despite our best efforts, we still have a long way to go. Underrepresentation of women on boards is still a sore reality, and our work is far from finished. We should put in more effort to bridge the gap, and this mission needs constant nourishing and multi-stakeholder engagement. I see heads of associations present here with us this afternoon, and I make an appeal that they use their good offices to help support the ministry's endeavors in that direction. I will leave you here with a simple yet powerful message. Be the change that you would like to see for the upcoming generation. You are born leaders and the greatest influences in our lives. You influence our children, you influence the spouse, you influence parents, and you influence society. So I'll ask you not to wait for empowerment to be given to you. Do not feel that you need to demand that you be empowered. You already have equal rights in this society. Feel empowered already. We see it every day. We see how women have the power to bring families and communities together. Just like mothers, you have great powers within you to unite and serve selflessly. You have great potential within you to bring prosperity and happiness to the community. So be true to yourself and take the lead. You represent our future, as it is to you, ladies, who will bring up our children to take over from us. We need your support, your collaboration, and your inspiration to move ahead, particularly in these challenging times. I feel so honored and humbled to be here today. May you continue to excel in your respective roles, and rest assured that we are here to recognize your efforts and support your trajectory forward. So with these words, I thank you for your kind attention.
My friends and networking friends from the course, distinguished guests, some of them teachers, and of course, our tutor, our Khan, our Mohammed. Thank you so much. I learned so much in this week. I was deeply honored to be invited. Women empowerment who don't want to be empowered. We were really given the power. Not in learning things, because the code, I had read it. I've been on boards for years now, all kinds of boards, NGO boards, private sector boards, parastatal boards, but we learned tips from you and from the teachers you brought, people who knew little things. Reading documents is wonderful, but to know how to apply things is invaluable. Thank you for the empowering words. I mean, when we hear that, we really feel empowered. But the power mustn't just stay on the list now. We're a list of names. These women, I've talked to them, they're wonderful. It's a network that has been and will grow, I hope, among the civil service to help each other. But they need to be empowered to be on a board. Because nobody's going to open the door, help to open the door. We're not going to push the door open. It's not the woman way. We don't force ourselves into areas. We never demand, actually. It's a little flaw that we have. Are they call it Chara syndrome? We wait to be recognized? Yes. So it's important. It's important that we're invited on the boards because we really have things to contribute. The whole world is saying it these days. And the COVID, the 2 months of COVID, we saw how women were important at homes and wherever they were on the front line. So we have things to contribute. But we need a little hand into getting this list into the appropriate areas so they're invited. I'm really hoping so. But also, we need to train the men on boards, not just the women. What can one person or two person do among a board of 6? You can voice your opinion and tell the right, responsible way. We need to get out of this black thing, the list. Okay, we need to get out of it quick, and we can give a hand. We know now how to give a hand quite quickly. So, and we're ready for it. So, we'd appreciate your help, and thank you really for the opportunity that you've given all of us. And hope there'll be more training for empowerment women, but also maybe if you of the male board members. They need the tips. They think they know, but sometimes they just don't. Really, okay?
Mr. Ramkarawan, Mr. Mohammed, participants, good afternoon. It's a pleasure for me to have been here for this week. I wish first of all to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for having organized this minister. You know, there's never an ending to learning, no matter how highly educated you are or whatever position you have in an institution, but we still need it. For me, it has been really, whether it is a refresher, it's the first time, Minister, that we have organized this course in my 40 years of service. I know that good governance is coming at the forefront just now, right? But I think it has come at the appropriate time. And I will appeal to you to continue, not only for ladies, but also for our top management colleagues in the public sector. I think we need it. You know, when we go to board meetings and so on, we were not trained, honestly. We have to go and find, like, they just throw you in the water and learn to swim, right? So this is what we've been doing. And we go, as we get our degrees and so on, we have those academic parts, but there are many things which are in practical life. So I think this has been really, I'm not backpacker, as Mr. Mohammed will say, I'm just saying it sincerely. It is meant to be a good start. At the very beginning, you've started on the right path. I think keep it up and have it organized for top managers in the civil service. Nobody knows it all, I think. Right? That's for me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed.